Hi guys, today I thought I would do yet another experiment on my hair. So in nearly 3.5 years of having curly hair, I have never done a deep treatment before. I always see it recommended everywhere. You need to be putting the moisture in and making sure your hair is hydrated. But I have always found in the past, my hair gets so easily over moisturised that I find I have to be putting more and more protein in my hair. But then my friend gave me this Pantene WAVY hair mask. So I thought I would give it a go. It promises to provide body and strength. So here we go. So my hair is freshly washed. I just use a little bit of the Cantu cleansing cream conditioner just to give my scalp a little bit of a scrub. So what I'm going to do now is take my hair down out of its very fetching Mickey Mouse towel. I'm going to quickly give it a little detangle just using a normal old paddle brush that I've had floating around for years now, I think. And a little tip as well when detangling, particularly when hair's wet. Start at the bottom and then work your way up to the top. And I'm just going to gently get rid of all these little knots and snags, ready for my little experiment. Because we all know by now how much I love experimenting on myself. I love the Cantu shampoo. It smells, it's obviously the shea butter that's in it. It just smells. I've always described it as really grown up because for years I co-washed, I conditioner washed using the Child's Farm conditioner, which smells beautiful. It's strawberry and organic mint, but obviously being designed for children, it does smell it smells like it was designed for children, but the Cantu, it just smells so grown up, and I just love every so often I'll just get like a waft of it from my hair. So, now my hair is detangled, comes the fun part. So it's the Pantene WAVY Miracles Body Strength Biotin and Rose Water Mask is what I'm using for the first time. So it says here, our silicone-free mask with micro boosters strengthens the hair against styling damage inside out without weighing it down. My hair gets weighed down very easily, which is one of the reasons why I am yet to do a deep treat. I'm not quite sure how it's going to strengthen the hair. I'm assuming that's like the Biotin and Pro-V, because I always think of protein for strengthening hair. I'm not quite sure if biotin is a protein or not. That might be something to look up. So it smells amazing. It smells really fresh. This is going to sound weird, so bear with me. It reminds me of my mum. It's sort of a mixture of like hairspray and sun cream and perfume. Just really really fresh and summery. So I'm quite excited. So this is what it looks like. Nice and gloopy. Feels weird. Oh, it feels almost like almost like what I'd imagine like a souffle to feel like. It's almost like a mousse. Strange. So it just says apply to wet hair, leave on for 2 minutes, then rinse off thoroughly. Doesn't say how much to apply. So we'll start off with about this much. Oh, it feels weird. So I'm just gonna apply it mostly to my ends because my ends are the driest part of my hair. And I'm raking it through. Oh, it smells really good. And then, like I said, I'm just going to rake it through and then just add a little bit more, not too much. Just sort of working my way up. Raking it through. It does actually feel quite lightweight. It doesn't feel too sort of heavy and greasy. So I'm quite excited about this. So I've just put the sort of residue on my hands I've put at the top of my hair. I don't want to put too much at my roots because obviously the scalp produces oils, which is why you sort of try and avoid putting stuff like conditioner at your roots unless you're co-washing. Now here comes one of my hacks. So what I'm going to do now is put my hair, twist it into a top knot. And I might just put a little clip in it just for luck, just to keep it where it is, because my hair goes very heavy when it's wet. Then I've got a nappy sack, and this is what I like to use instead of using a shower cap when I'm colouring my hair and doing protein treatments. I just pop it on over my head. I'm not sure how there's a hole in it, but hey ho. And I'm going to leave it now for 5 minutes. Then I will rinse it off camera because nobody needs to see me with my head upside down in the shower. And then I will be back. So I've rinsed my hair now. It's feeling pretty soft. I did rinse it thoroughly. And then I squeezed out all the moisture, like all the extra water, and then I've just gently sort of squeezed it with a towel to remove any of the sort of extra water, so now it's not dripping wet. What I would normally do now is apply a little bit of the Boots Curl Cream, because I just find that this gives my hair that little bit of slip that makes brush styling so much easier. But I don't think I'm gonna today because, as I said, my hair still feels pretty slippery, pretty soft. So instead I'm going to skip the curl cream and go straight to the mousse and gel. So this is the mousse I use. It's the Superdrug Purple Extra Firm Hold Mousse. Only a couple of quid from Superdrug. And I use about that much per side of my hair. It's always a different amount because where it expands so much, I never know how much to sort of deposit into my hands. So I'm going to rake it through, just focusing on the ends first and then working my way up. I do find that my hair needs a little bit of product on top, but not too much. Not that my hair's awkward or anything. So I also try and sort of focus some of the raking through on the back of my hair, because basically where I can't see it, I sort of have to overcompensate. And then something I discovered the other day whilst filming another one of my videos is called the bear claw. So you put your fingers through your hair, gently clench your fist, and then pull it down. And this just helps your hair to clump. Fun little hack there. Right, now I'm going to do the same on the other side. Again, just a sort of decent palmful, maybe a wee bit more, just so it's the same. So again, I'm going to rake it through. That deep tree, whilst I was rinsing it, it was really interesting because I could just feel my hair sort of drinking it up. And touch wood, it didn't feel too heavy. I'm always a bit wary of using like masks and stuff on my hair, unless it's my beloved protein mask that I'm very familiar with, because that's not, I don't consider that a deep treat, that's just a conditioner with gelatin added to it. So I'm curious to see how this is going to dry. Right, so that's the mousse all distributed. So what I'm going to do now is brush style my hair, just because I find that helps my hair clump and define better, using my beloved Denman D3 brush. So now I've sort of rough brush styled my hair, what I'm going to do is take my beloved bucket of Styler Argan Oil Gel, and I'm just going to apply a little bit throughout my hair just to help give it that little bit of extra hold. And I emphasise a little bit because this gel can be quite heavy, particularly if you've got finer hair. And I'm very conscious of the fact that I've used an unfamiliar product. I don't know how my hair's going to react to it. So I'm trying to sort of minimise weighing it down as much as possible. That squelching sound, that's how you know you've got enough product in your hair. I just like to scrunch it right in. I've said it before, I know you supposedly don't need to scrunch your hair. If your hair has texture, it will curl up whether you scrunch it or not. But I find because my hair is on the sort of wavy end of the hair spectrum, scrunching my hair really helps define my waves and make them pop and give them that little bit of extra bounce. I will just say, it does feel like, I don't want to jinx it, it does feel like my hair feels a bit juicier, if that makes sense. It does feel like it's clumping that little bit better. I know I brush styled it, which does help with clumping and definition, but it just feels a little bit different. I'm getting excited now, I'm cautiously optimistic. So I've got about the same amount of gel, might be slightly less just because I scooped up less. So I could always go and add more. And I'm scrunching up into the hair and a little bit at the roots. As I said, try to minimise weight at the roots just because I don't know how this mask is going to make my hair act. It feels okay. So this is it from the back. Hopefully my double crown is hidden. It does look like I've got a bald spot whenever I do the back of my hair sometimes. It smells amazing as well. Like I can smell that mask in my hair, and combined with the gel, the mousse and the shampoo, my hair is going to smell lovely. So with that, let's go and get my hair dry and see what the result is. So this is the final result. So for my first ever deep treatment, I'm actually really pleasantly surprised. I was not expecting this result. So my hair, first of all, feels really soft. It doesn't feel particularly over moisturised. I mean, I'll have to sort of give it time for my hair to settle and see how it lasts over the next couple of days. But I did have visions of my hair having no hold at all and just feeling really fluffy and frizzy. But it feels really soft, like it has got moisture in it, but touch wood, it doesn't feel like it's going to then go fluffy. So if I just get a little bit closer, you can see how it's just made my hair go soft and shiny and pretty. I did notice after I diffused my hair, even though the foam did cut out halfway through, I didn't have much of a cast to crunch out. So what I just did was my usual 1 pump of the Superdrug Imbue Curl Energising Hydration Serum with a small amount of water, and I just sort of smoothed it over my hair just to sort of seal in all that moisture that I've just put in. So this is the deep treat that I've just used. I will let you decide for yourself if you think it's had good results or not. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this wonderful journey. I think that deep conditioner, just purely because I would never know when to use it in my usual routine. I didn't feel like my hair needed the moisture today. This was just an idle experiment. But now I know it works, I think what I'm going to start doing with it is putting it in my protein treatment. So it'll have all the moisture and all the goodness in this mask, as well as the strengthening and the sort of food from the protein treatment. Thank you guys again for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought and if you've tried this particular hair mask. As always, don't forget to hit like, subscribe and share, and I will see you soon. Bye bye! That's everything. Hang on. Please don't fall very low. What I would normally do now is knock off my glasses. I think, oh, nose went then. Cow just sprang up there as I was talking.